Hi, how are you? This is Aníbal Enrique Ojeda from Non-Dual IT. This is my first lab video. I'll be making a couple more in this next months, weeks, year. The first one is regarding Amazon Web Services and policies for IAM users. I've been doing a couple of things to demonstrate the possibilities on policies from Amazon, which are a lot, by the way, and I will not covering them all on this first video, but you can get an idea the kind of things you can do. Okay, for this lab I will be doing first I will make an EC2 Linux instance. We're launching a new instance. I will change the Amazon Cloud ID for an alias for your company alias. Okay, I will make a new IAM user with two specific policies. Okay, the first policy will be a firewall editing policy, and the second policy will be a stop and start of the instance we made in the beginning. Okay. By the way, the instance is only made. I will be making this instance only to demonstrate the policies. So I will be not go into instances or what you can do with them or any kind of Linux demonstration. Okay, it's only for the policies. Okay. Of course, I will log as this new user and demonstrate the policies, and I will show you, of course, how the policies look like and where you can get them, so you can use them for your own. Okay, this is pretty nice feature because you can make users to be able to do only certain tasks. Okay, let's start. Let's demonstrate right away. Okay, I'm logged out. I will be logging in two windows, two browsers. This browser you're seeing right now is the browser where I'm logged in as a root user from the Amazon Cloud. Okay, and on the second browser we will be logging in as a new user we are going to make. All right, first, let's make the instance, because that's the thing that will take some time in the background. We'll launch an instance. I will make it free tier. Free tier. It doesn't matter which instance because this is just for the test. Next. Okay. Next. Okay. For this one, I will give him a name. Okay. AWS policy lab, so I know which policy I do need to edit in the future. Okay, no, review and launch. Alright, I already have here a key. Actually, it doesn't matter. I will not even log into the server. Alright, the instance is launching in the background. First, we will be visiting the IAM link. As you can see here, this is our ID. By the way, this is a test environment for myself. This is not a production environment. There's nothing running here actually, only for test purposes. We're going to customize this and make an alias. I will call this company SAM project. Okay. Voila. Right now we have here, this is the link we are going to use later. Okay. Here. Okay. Now we are going to make a user. we made an alias. As you can see, the ID has become our alias. Okay, now we're going for the user, and we are going to create one user. This user is going to be call test. Really important, you use the AWS manage console access. Okay, and we are going to make a custom password. All right. Okay, and the user required password to reset the first time we log in. Okay. All right. I'm not going to install any policy right now. I'm going to say yes. Next. As you can see, I only have one policy. Is the change password policy. Okay. I'm going to create a user. As you can see again, this is the link where you can log in. You can send an email with all the information. We're going to close this. All right. Here you have the user. I'm going to open that user, and I'm going to add permissions. Okay. Add permissions. Of course, I could do this in the beginning, but I'm showing you the way you can do that after you make a user also. We are going to attach system policies. Okay, and you have a lot of policies you can use from AWS, which are amazing, and you can use them as example. But you are going to use some policies I created. Okay, so we are going to create them inside of the Amazon cloud. All right, we are going to create using the JSON. All right, now we are going to go to my GitHub and going to copy the name first. Oh, sorry, I'm going to copy the code first. Yes, copy. Review policy. I will give it the name. Is exactly the same name as here. You can give your own description if you want, and you create this policy. This is a policy which can edit, delete the firewalls we just made initial for our instance. Okay, and we are going to create a new policy. Also going to use a JSON. Going to here to the policies. Is it to start instances? On this policy we are going to give the user, allow him to describe. You always need to describe when you're dealing with a part of the Amazon cloud, because if you don't describe first, you're not able to see anything. Okay, you describe, and after this you can see the instance, for example, and after this you can start the instance, you can run the instance, or you can stop the instance. You can also terminate. You can add terminate instances on this, but that's why I'm making this policy, because I want users to be able to stop and start, and not to terminate instances. And I want users to only be able to see the instances they need and only manage those instances, and they are not allowed to do anything else on the cloud. Okay. So this will be really easy for if you have a lot of servers running on the cloud, and you have a lot of different administrators, and you can let each administrator manage his own environment fully. So this is your environment, this is your user ID, this is your policy, You're only allowed to do that in your domain. Okay. We are going to give it the name. Yes. Start stop instances. Okay. Let's create this instance. This policy. All right. I already create them. Now I'm going to look for them. This is the one. Okay, now I'm going to let me see again. Okay, I just add the policies. Now I'm going to add them to the user. Start. Yes. And firewall. Yes, and then we do this too. As you can see, I'm adding these two new policies I just created to my user. Yes. Okay, we can check it out for a while. This is test user. Test user is going to change the password, so he have or she have the change password policy, and of course he have the edit firewall, and he have the start stop instance policy that we just added, especially for him, for her. All right. Let's see if our instance is already running. Our instance is already running, as you can see. Yes. Okay. Now we are going to move to this different window. Okay. And now we are going to log in on the cloud using our account ID, it's like our alias you just made in the beginning, the user we just made, and the password. Here we are. Of course, it's asking us to okay. Okay. No, we don't want that. There we are. You're logged in into as test on the STEM project domain. Okay, I can remember I made the instances on the Irish cloud from Amazon. Now I'm going to demonstrate right away if I can do something else than going to the Linux instance I just installed. Try to do something with the users. Of course, this is not possible because this is not a policy we have for this user. Okay, I can try to do something with storage, for example. And of course, this is not allowed because I don't have this policy on my user. I can try some light sail, for example, and it's also not possible. And that's good news because we don't have those policies. We try to do this one. This is the one we added. Bingo! There we are. And we can see if I have an instance running. Okay. I'm going to try to terminate this instance. Okay. Because by accident we do crazy things once in a while. And I cannot terminate this instance. And this is exactly what I wanted. Because if you remember, I didn't put terminate on the policy. I took it away because I think it's safe to give people the permissions to admin their servers, but not terminate them, because you are the owner. You are the one who decides if this needs to be terminated or not. Of course, I cannot terminate it. We can see, for example, our firewall, because that's the second policy we just add security groups. Yes, okay. AWS policy lab, this is the one we just made. Okay. I'm going to change the inbound rules, for example. Can I add, for example, some HTTP rules? Yes, of course I can. Why not? I have the rights to do that. Okay, I'm going to take the rights from this user. I'm going back to root. Okay, I'm going back to root again. Okay, and we are going to take these permissions from him. Okay, detach. Right. So the user only have these two permissions now. We go back again to the user. I'm going to reload. I don't think it's needed, but I will do it anyway. Okay, and I'm going to try to edit my firewall again. Okay, I'm going to add some doesn't matter. Add some HTTPS, and we can add some. Okay. Anywhere, anywhere, anywhere. Save is not possible. That's a good thing, because we just took the rights for this user to be able to change the firewall for the server. This is how policy works actually. It's a really nice feature, give a lot of possibilities. These are just two of the possibilities that's just a simple this is just a simple flow where you can give an admin the right to do the things he needs to do. And of course there are plenty of possibilities to play with policies inside of the Amazon cloud. I will share to you all the address of my GitHub where these policies are located. You can try them out. I hope you did enjoy this video. I will be making a couple more this next weeks to show you the things you can do with AWS. It's really fun to work with. Do believe there is a lot of future on the cloud. And talk to you next time. Bye bye.